Hi, this is Mike and welcome back. As you know, I have a 2019 Mustang GT Convertible on order, and I have been waiting patiently for my V.I.N, my Vehicle Identification Number. I was told a couple of weeks ago that my V.I.N was ready and that my salesman would get back to me. I waited a little bit and then I gave a call, and it turns out that it was in error. I do not have a V.I.N, so the production on my car has not officially started. So of course that's a little bit frustrating in that I was very excited about being able to at least track the progress of the car. Just having that V.I.N made me feel that the car was indeed coming, that this thing was going to happen, it was for real. So a little bit disappointed that we don't have the V.I.N yet, so we're just kind of counting the days. When I test drove the Mustang, there were no GT convertibles at our dealership. So we test drove a GT manual transmission fastback, the hardtop, and it was terrific. I loved it, my wife loved it, it was a ton of fun to drive, and we based the decision on purchasing that car just based on the time that we had in the fastback. Well, guess what? They have one GT convertible in stock. It's a black car. It doesn't have all of the features that I originally wanted, but it does have a feature that I am intrigued by. It has an automatic transmission. The GT convertible that I ordered had a stick. I do like sticks, and I do consider them part of the sports car experience. Well, this one has an auto, and I have heard rave reviews about the Mustang GT automatic transmission. That's the new for 2018 automatic 10-speed transmission. So we're going to go and test drive the GT convertible. I want to see how the convertible handles as opposed to the hardtop. And I also am going to test drive the automatic transmission. As long as I don't have that V.I.N yet, I feel like I still have some flexibility in my order. The dealership seems very happy to comply and to accommodate me, so I'm excited. After this errand, we're going to take a ride over and take a test drive in that GT convertible with the automatic transmission. Stick around. So there are a couple of things that I am curious about between the difference in the convertible and the fastback. The number one thing that I want to check out is how rigid the body is. Now, I understand that when they built the Mustang convertible, they did not just take a fastback and cut off the top and stick a cloth top on it. That Mustang convertible was built from the ground up, knowing it was a convertible, and I am assuming that the rigidity of that vehicle is going to be very good. I have owned convertibles in the past. The two convertibles that I have most experience with are probably two of the most horrible cars ever. Horrible, but they were fun. Well, one of them was fun, the other one was just plain horrible. The one that I said is just plain horrible is a Mercury Capri convertible. Now, this was my wife's car when I met her, so this was part of her, how do you say, what is it when all of those treasures that become yours when you marry somebody? I forget what it's called. I'll put the word I'm looking for at the bottom of the screen. Anyway, this car was a doorstop. It was slow, the brakes were horrible, it took forever to stop this thing. And I don't know, what can I say? The top was fussy. It just was not my favorite car experience ever. Okay, my second experience with a convertible was a 1981 Chrysler LeBaron convertible. Yes, it was a K car. And did I go and buy this new? Did I seek this out as some sort of collector's edition convertible? No. Person that I worked with sold it to me for $200. It had not had a roof for several years, so it had taken in quite a lot of rainwater. It had no floor pan when I got it, and so basically this was just a project car, and we rebuilt that car. We built new floor pans out of washing machine sides, some nice heavy steel enameled sheet metal. Put the carpeting back in, cleaned things up, put on seat covers, got a brand new exhaust, got a brand new roof. The paint was looking good. We got some high quality plastic wheel covers. We slapped it together, and I have to tell you, this car was a lot of fun. Not a performance demon, but a lot of fun nonetheless. So that's the experience that I've had with the two convertibles. Now, I said there was another thing that I wanted to judge in this Mustang convertible, and that is the 10-speed automatic. More particularly, I also want to check out how well those paddle shifters work with the automatic. So we are going to check out those two things, the rigidity of the body and the automatic transmission, in particular the paddle shifting. We are pulling into the Ford dealer now. Let's see how this goes, and I will report back. Well, that was fun, but there is one thing that I learned for sure, and that is I am a fan of the manual transmission. I'm looking for other words right now to try to provide more feedback, but that's what comes to mind. I am a fan of the manual transmission in that car. In the short test drive that I just took, I felt that the automatic transmission was not as engaging as the manual transmission in this car. So I have decided not to switch over, not to purchase the car that was on the lot, and to wait out the arrival of my custom ordered Mustang GT 350. Oh, was that Freudian? I much prefer to wait for the manual transmission and get the car spec'd exactly how I want it. Now, how did the convertible compare to the hardtop as far as structural rigidity? Well, with the top down, I did feel that the car was a little bit jiggly on semi-bumpy side roads. The car that I drove does not have the active dampers, the magneto dampers, which I assume is going to help smooth out some of that jiggle. So, I did expect the convertible to not quite be as tight, maybe to flex a little bit more than the hardtop, and that is the case, but it really wasn't that bad. Now, I put up the top, and that actually stiffened things up a little bit. Again, this might be in my mind. It just might be perceptual. Part of it might be, too, that I didn't have as much road noise, and it could be that the road noise was adding to my perception of what I'm calling jiggle. But I think that the convertible is still a solid performer, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed. We're going to keep our order in. I'm not going to drive myself crazy and start looking for an alternative, looking for a replacement on that car. I'm just going to try to be as patient as I can, because I have this car spec'd out exactly how I want it. And if you're getting a brand new Mustang, if you're spending more than $50,000 for an American Ford Mustang, you should get exactly what you want. So that's my update on my 2019 Mustang GT Convertible that I have on order. We are still waiting for the V.I.N number. Today is Thursday, and my salesman is going to check this afternoon to see if by chance that V.I.N has been issued. Again, once that V.I.N is issued, then you can actually track the progress of your car by getting in touch with either your dealer or by getting in touch with Ford support via the Ford website using the little chat feature. So that's it. That's all my news for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of my channel. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, like the video, and I hope to see you again soon. Quick update. I just pulled up and my wife is in the front yard and she said, "So?" And I said, "Well, I came home in the Accord." And she said, "Well, was there a debate?" And I said, "Well, I didn't like the automatic." Hey honey, what was your response when you said I don't like the automatic?
I said, thank God, because then I'd have to get a divorce.
Thank God, because then I'd have to get a divorce. My wife is a driving enthusiast. I love you, baby.
I love you too, honey.
All right, see you in a few.